What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a few monthly manifestations for the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, you guys are last but not least on the zodiac lineup for group one. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. Um, these readings are intended for Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Okay. So not too strongly in Venus for you guys, Scorpio. Okay. Um, so be aware that you could be sharing your energy with another sign that has Scorpio in another placement in their birth chart. Okay. But those primary signs, Scorpio in Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, okay, this is what this reading or who this reading is intended for. Now, these readings for this month are going to be just a little different, only because I'm also playing catch up for you guys in the sense of May and June in this reading, okay? So, trying to be as, full as I possibly can to kind of catch up for you guys. All right. So, in regards to the month, we're going to have 6 cards out, three for May and three for June, based off of the moon phases as we normally do. Okay. I will be clarifying with one set of 3 cards from the Rider's Waite in regards to the energy in between those months. Okay. Just pretty much for myself, fell behind mostly working on self. NBA season, your girl is a big NBA fan, and I am truly amped up because the Celtics are in the finals, and I'm just thrilled about it. So it's really kind of taken my attention along with work, and so just trying to fit these in whenever I have time. Okay. But nonetheless, plus give y'all preliminary readings at the same time too. So I really wanted these to be, the first readings that you get every month, but as you know, we are all going through some kind of spiritual awakening at this time and reevaluating life. And so energy is definitely up and down every now and again. All right. So, with that being said, let's kind of run down some of the month's descriptions, if you will, and the dates. Okay. May was a time where reoccurring changes may have carried over from April. Should be completed for you guys right now, okay? Whether it be personal changes or maybe anything related to business may have occurred for you guys. The full moon in May, which was on the 23rd, April and May shared the same date of the full moon, so that's why that change is there. 23 equaling out to 5, okay? Progressing forward very positively in the month of April. Maybe you were pretty busy, Scorpio, in April with making a lot of changes. So you probably had to do a lot of communicating and waiting on things to actually occur. And then come May, which is the 5th month of the year, promotes change. Okay, so that's why change may have been really amped up during the month of May for you. Okay, maybe changing your position on things, maybe taking a back seat on something just for the moment, only because you already did your part of a particular project. Okay, having the inner strength to make changes as needed, and maybe that was strange for you to have to kind of take a back burner or two on some things when you're usually at the forefront. Okay, kind of a sense of maybe sharing responsibility on something. And so, again, Scorpio, you guys kind of like to control things a bit. especially when you've gained some kind of momentum or routine on something. Okay. Don't worry about playing catch up if you need to, or falling behind. Okay. It possibly was not your fault. It could have been on someone else, but it's not about, posting blame on anyone. It's just, it wasn't you. Okay. For the month of June, now, those dates for May, the new moon was on the 7th. That's where that inner strength comes from. Um, the 15th was that change in intuition equaling out to reviewing some things and maybe changing um, of position on something, which is first quarter moon energy, as far as the progression of what your ultimate goal was for the month of May, or progressing forward if it's something long term, okay, that you're looking at obtaining. The 23rd is when those changes really started to take effect on other aspects of your life, on the 23rd, which was the full moon in May. Now, as far as June is concerned, you have the 6th, which is your new moon, which is about assessing and reevaluating certain things, maybe some deep reflection. On the 14th is first quarter moon energy, with progressing forward positively, by following your intuition, judgment calls that need to be made that also require some more change, kind of pulling over from May. And then you have the 21st, which is about recentering ourselves after all of this hectic stuff. Okay, so 21st, which is full moon energy, which is a strawberry moon. If you are a spiritualist and you do practice meditation, definitely look into doing a chakra realignment, or just opening your chakras and recentering yourself again, Scorpios, during that strawberry full moon. Or if you can, that weekend, definitely getting some rest, required rest. If you do dabble in crystals, charge them or change them out. Okay, whatever you feel like you needed during the month between, I'm going to say, even April to June, or April to May, there's some that you may need to take out, okay? Because they've served their purpose for the time being, for what it is that you were trying to accomplish. And so it's time for them to kind of come out of the collection, reset them, recharge them, and put them away, okay, until you need them again, okay? But assess your progress, especially if you are trying to obtain something. You may be stressing over some changes, again, relinquishing control on something. Try your best not to micromanage, Scorpio, okay? A burnout requires the need to recenter yourself, okay? So if you've been on the go, on the go, on the go, on the go, you need to find time to rest somewhere, okay? I know that is truly hard for you guys, Scorpio, because you all stay in motion just as much as Pisces does. I mean, you're a water sign. That's all water does is move. It's very rare that water stands still unless it's frozen over. Okay. And so I guess when hell freezes over is when you'll finally rest. But no slight to you, Scorpios. I'm just saying. Okay. So that is pretty much the dates and the descriptions for the month. We're going to now get into the meat of the reading, which is pulling these cards, okay? So again, just try to avoid burnout. I hate to preach to y'all like I do with Pisces all the time. Again, I tell y'all, if you've been watching the channel long enough, you guys should know now that I have Scorpio in my 7th house. I have Pisces in my 11th house, okay? And so I seem to feel like I vibe with y'all a little bit more, along with Taurus, Gemini, and Libra. I vibe with the most. But with y'all, we do we do the most here between me and Scorpio. So, with that being said, y'all can listen to me, and maybe you won't. But I'm just trying to, look out for y'all, okay, as your sister sign, okay? Now, we're going to go one from the top for the month of May, new moon energy. One from the bottom, which is for first quarter moon energy of May, which was the 15th. And then one energetically from the middle, which I'm gonna go here. That's for the full moon, I had to make sure. Full moon of May, which was the 23rd, okay? We're going to reshuffle the deck, okay, for the month of June. For the month of June, Spirit, for the month of June. For Scorpio. For the month of June, for Scorpio. I'm going to shuffle again, and we're going to cut, and I'm going to pull 3 more cards to go up underneath the first row, okay? So one from the top, which is for June's new moon on the 6th. One from the bottom, which is for June 14th, first quarter moon. And then one energetically from the middle, for the full moon energy on the 21st for June, okay? Full moon is supposed to be your completion. So again, Scorpios, if you are trying to obtain something materialistically, okay, that's more material than anything, those full moon dates, the 23rd and the 21st, should be very significant to you, okay, of completing on something or coming to completion about something, okay, whether it be personal, maybe thoughts on something, as far as like this is the month of June, 6th month of the year is about reevaluating and assessing things, okay, and how you're going to move and progress forward, whether, again, whatever you choose is going to hopefully benefit you, okay. For some of you, it may not, and that's only because of some external influences, okay? But let's see what happens with this reading and your preliminaries, which I'm still doing, okay? Just they're more sporadic than usual, okay? So let's go ahead and let's look at the month of May 1st, okay? So May new moon, which was on the 7th, your energy was, as far as your mindset towards your intention or goal, was surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine, okay? In May, new moon energy, okay? So I feel like this was if this was full moon energy during a new moon phase, okay? It's something that you possibly needed to surrender to. Maybe you have asked or prayed on something, okay, or needed to but didn't, and you probably missed the opportunity to complete something on the full moon. And so maybe the thought is constantly replaying for you, Scorpio, in the sense of divine telling you or have been showing you, but you have not been paying attention to what divine is mentioning to you, okay, in several ways, okay. So that was in the beginning of May. It could have been something maybe lingering from the past, or as far as maybe something in April. Okay. April, maybe even March. Okay. Again, if you've been on the channel and you've kind of missed out on these, you know, go back and look at that energy as you need to. Okay, as need be. Now let's go ahead and look at first quarter moon energy of May, of if you made any progress during the first quarter moon. Okay, have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. Okay, again, Scorpio, this may be more so for some of you, it's split. Okay, and again, I'm an intuitive reader. Whatever comes up, I like to cover everyone. Okay, and as it comes up, again, you're sharing your energy with multiple people who have Scorpio somewhere in their birth chart. Okay, or someone who's cross watching. Okay. Um, and trying to figure out what's going on with their Scorpio. Good luck. Okay, they I'm just gonna be full on honest with you. All right, y'all know how I feel about cross watching. If you have not heard me talk about it, you got to be mindful and be careful of it, because you can change your person's mind just from peeking in on them spiritually. Okay, so be mindful of what you're using it for. It's best to just ask, and sometimes you got to be careful and cryptic about how you talk to a Scorpio, because Lord have mercy, they take things totally in the subliminal. Okay, so nonetheless, okay, this is about Scorpio, not you, cross watcher. Okay, I would definitely suggest that you not cross watch and just focus on yourself. Okay, because Scorpios just are a different breed. Okay, and I have Scorpio in my seventh house, and that's more so talking about relationships and contracts, in the sense of morals and values and what interests are, and as far as who or what we attract ourselves to. So that's why I can vibe with Scorpio and I can understand a little bit. Okay, now nonetheless, back to this following your dreams. Like I said, it's a split in the sense of some of you Scorpios have asked divine for something. Okay, and divine has shown you, God, whatever you believe in, has shown you in your dreams. If you're paying attention to your dreams, write them down. If you wake up out of a dream, write it down. Your answer is in your dreams. Okay, as far as how to move forward with something, or what something could be or transpire to. Okay, even if it's about business. Okay, business ideas, I know it happens to me from time to time. Some of the things that I have on my shop are because of dreams or daydreams that I've gotten, or how some say downloads, that I've gotten, and so thus what I have now. Okay, me coming to do tarot, I wanted to do it at 22 years old. I got a download from divine, from God, telling me to help people and extend myself to others through tarot, which is something I wanted to do at 22. So here I am doing it. But nonetheless, that's for a small, that's a set of you. Okay, Scorpio. Another set of you, I think I lost, and it's probably because of that cross-watching energy. Okay, in the sense of it could be in pertaining, I think I'm gaining it back in regards to someone in particular, but it's kind of tied to what I just mentioned. Okay, so nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and move on to the full moon energy. Okay, as far as if the intention or goal has been achieved by that 23rd full moon, and you have luck is on your side, Sagittarius new moon here. Okay, you can look up new moon Sagittarius on your free time, Scorpio, and find out what the energy is there and when it is. Okay, but I will say that this card came up for Cancer, but starting in the new moon placement in June of their reading. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or you could have Scorpio in your chart. You don't have to, but it's just an honorable mention, okay? And so luck is on your side in something. Maybe, again, divine has shown you that in regards to obtaining something, okay? But this is in regards to that full moon energy on the 23rd of May, okay? So whatever it was or is that you were trying to obtain is definitely on your side if you take aim, okay? Thus, Sagittarius with that arrow, the hunter's arrow of taking aim and actually landing your shot, okay? Now, let's get into June, okay? June new moon energy has you in your commitment is being tested, okay? Your commitment is being tested. Now, this says first quarter moon energy on the bottom, okay? No sign specific, but I feel like it is still significant in the sense of, because this is first quarter moon energy and a new moon placement in the reading, this has something to do possibly from the time of May's first quarter moon, which has have faith in your dreams, and they're literally going to be laying diagonal from each other, okay? And so your commitment has been tested since then, okay? In the sense of maybe for some of you being okay with someone else taking the reins on something to show that you're a team player. This may have something to do with work, okay? Or a personal endeavor, okay? As far as how committed you are to someone, all right? And someone, again, that cross watcher energy that we were just talking about on the May first quarter moon, is possibly testing you to see if you're really, into them, okay? Again, something complete sidebar in regards to Cancer. This was like a couple of months ago, I think, during the Heart's Desire reading, of me picking up an energy of Cancer kind of doing that, but more so to a Leo. So you could have Leo in your chart, okay, in a particular part of the chart that's bound to relationships, or communication of some sort, or in your seventh house. I'm feeling third, 7th, and 11th, okay? If you know your birth chart, all right? If you don't, you can go and check out my community post. I put up links to 2 that I got my birth chart from, that I found to be really insightful. Mostly numbers.com, okay? I know it sounds generic and it sounds like it's, fake, but it actually is legit, okay? Because it did match with my other one that I did through Yasmin Boland, okay, who does the Moonology deck, okay? So it matched, it just extended past the 9th house, which hers only goes to the 9th house, okay? And it only describes placements in the birth chart, all right? So with that being said, that's where we are with your commitment is being tested, okay? But like I said, I think it's been from May until June that this has gone on for, okay? And just very strategic in a way, almost, coincidental of, maybe certain questions being asked to you, Scorpio, in particular, maybe trying to guesstimate where they are with you, and not really getting a straightforward answer from you, which y'all need to quit that, okay? If somebody asks you a question, just answer it, please, okay? It's really not that hard, all right? If you don't want to answer it, just say you don't want to answer it or talk about it right now because you don't think it's really imperative to talk about. That's fine, but at least acknowledge someone asking you something. Y'all are like talking to brick walls sometimes. And again, I can say that because I got Scorpio in my 7th house. So y'all can come for me in the comments if you want, but whatever, okay? Now, let's get into your first quarter moon energy, okay, for the month of June, okay, as far as making progress, matching up with May's, bring love into the situation. Aquarius is here, okay, Aquarius energy, new moon energy, okay, so bring love into the situation. Now, bringing love into the situation, if I put this here on with your spread, I'm pairing it not only with this have faith in your dreams, but I'm also going cross referencing to this surrender to divine. Okay. Maybe you guys, Scorpio, have had a hard exterior around you. Again, primarily because you're more business driven. And so it's all about work, money, and that's it. Okay. Home is home. But as far as relationship, maybe you have really neglected that, or having some kind of softness, even just to yourself. Okay. Maybe you've been super hypercritical of yourself lately, which is should be prompting you to move in a way towards what your personal journey is. Okay. If you are trying to evolve yourself or do better than what you have been doing, then that's why you've been super critical as of lately. Now there's a lot of purple here, okay, little purple, a little bit of dark energy, not in the sense of negativity, just super critical, okay. Shadow work, I've been getting on y'all since last year, okay. Introspection, really needing to look within, okay, and pull that darkness out of you, okay. Get from behind your shadow, okay. Y'all have some light in you, okay. And it shows here in these cards that have came out, okay. Aquarius energy, automatically I think of the star card. There's some healing that needs to be done as far as some inner working, some traumas, some karmic energy that needs to be released, okay, in order for you to bring love into the situation, okay. And have faith in your dreams. Obviously, any dreams that feel real to you, Scorpio, means that it's something that has potential, okay. And so it's obviously something that pulls at your heartstrings, that you truly do want and have a passion for, and you need to, explore that more, okay. Thus surrender to divine. Divine is showing you that it is okay for you to love. It's, not only yourself, but if it's tied to another person or a passion of yours that you really want to explore, divine is saying to start exploring it more, okay. You've seen it in your dreams, it's being confirmed, it's time for you to believe in it, okay. And thus the reason why your crystals need to be worked on, okay. Full moon for sure, okay. Some of you, it may need to be new moon if you've gotten new crystals, okay. If you're a crystal worker, okay, if you like carrying crystals on you from time to time, or meditation sessions, new crystals coming into play, put new moon energy on it, okay. Let it sit. If it's about centering yourself with those crystals, 3 days. If you're trying to promote change within yourself, 5 days. If you're working on your inner strength, then a week, which is 7 days, okay. Think about the numerology and what that crystal is supposed to be for, and charge it during that time. If you are completed with an energy or a potential trait or whatever you are working on, and you've done what you needed to do to obtain that particular thing, recharge that crystal in which helped you to obtain the next thing, okay, and move on. Your crystals don't know, divine doesn't know if you're truly finished yet if you keep pondering upon it, okay. Now let's move on to the last card here, Scorpios, with the full moon energy on the 21st of if the intention or goal is going to be achieved by you in June. The energy is gaining momentum, okay. I am not even going to hold y'all. This card has been coming up damn near for everybody, with the energy gaining momentum. Okay. This obviously is getting paired with luck is on your side. Okay. So, whatever you have been working upon, maybe business wise, things are gaining momentum. All that hard work, everything that you've done, teaming up, whatever the case may be, is coming to a head in a good way. Okay. And so things are wrapping up, loose ends. Um, some of you, you may still need to kind of dabble in, but the rest of you, it's out of your hands. Okay. And so we'll see what happens or comes about later on in the month or come July and August. Okay. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this clarifying energy with the Rider's Waite. Like I said, splitting the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Okay. Cups energy, water energy, you, Pisces, and Cancer. Earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Okay. Possibly someone, either feeling left out in the cold or you left someone out in the cold based off of wish fulfillment. Okay. Um, Again, almost feels like some kind of change in plan for some of you from this wish fulfillment, because something had to be dealt with. Okay. Maybe I don't want to say a traumatic change, but because you guys feel so deeply, it could have been traumatic to you, and took you away from what you really wanted. Okay. Because we see that the Five of Pentacles is walking away from that Ten of Cups energy. Okay. And it's probably something that you still want, because here it is yet again. Okay. With Ten of Cups and with the Six of Pentacles. So still something of value here, because Pentacles energy is, kind of tagging behind each other. We go from 5 to now 6 in the sense of sharing what you want your wish fulfillment to be. Okay. Or wanting to share wish fulfillment with someone. Okay. Because Six of Pentacles is about sharing. Okay. It's also a little bit of Libra energy here, in the sense of that scale being right there, holding in the hand. All right. And so it may not be monetary sharing. Maybe in the sense of building on this wish fulfillment, having to invest. Okay. For some of you, business wise. Others of you, it's about value, something of value, information wise, or morals. Okay. Moral value or moral code. But a small few. Again, take what resonates. Last split here. Six of Pentacles still here with a Page of Pentacles. Okay. So again, maybe some investment going on. Okay. Other people wanting to maybe invest time, if not money, information. Okay. Because this now becomes a 7, which means waiting. Okay. Meaning, either waiting or making some form of long-term not commitment, but connection. Okay. This is for my business-minded Scorpios, I guess. With someone coming along, or you possibly adding into a little bit more than before. Okay. And so Six of Pentacles here, adding this Pentacle, 7. Okay. Waiting for things to harvest. Long-term energy here of networking and investment. Okay. I feel like Scorpios, y'all try to make y'all money long as much as possible. Okay. Is the vibe. That way you don't have to worry about things, down the line. All right. So, that being said, we now have the deck shuffled. 1 from the top is going to be for new moon energy. One directly from the bottom is for first quarter moon energy between the months, okay? And then one energetically from the middle. And I think I'm gonna go towards this card here for your full moon energy. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck momentarily to see what the overall outcome is of this energy. Okay, so each one of these is going to be between the months and just, clarifying between the two. Okay, so surrender to the divine and your commitment is being tested, is being clarified by the Eight of Wands. Okay, movement, fast paced movement. Okay, y'all have obviously been like on the go, like I said. Okay, surrender to the divine. This fast movement is divine telling you it's time to move, and possibly you getting a lot of very maybe lucid dreams, or very detailed. Okay, your commitment is being tested. Okay, divine also is testing you to see if you are listening or if you listened. Okay, they leave you alone from time to time, but then they come and check on you. And if you haven't, then they keep pounding you. And it's time for you to pay attention, okay? And if you are really listening, okay, make moves, okay? They are necessary for your improvement, for your journey, for your investment, okay? That is new moon energy. Now we're going into first quarter moon energy. Have faith in your dreams to bring love into the situation. That energy is being clarified by the King of Pentacles. Okay, King of Pentacles coming directly out. Queen of Pentacles was during Cancer's reading, but never came completely out in the reading. Okay, so here we are with the King of Pentacles, more determined, pretty much have made a decision. With the Queen of Pentacles, she's more so contemplating and maybe securing, whereas King of Pentacles is already secured, okay, in the sense of really valuing what you have, okay, and seeing that there is value in what you have, okay, potentially making a decision come the first quarter moon energy, okay, or feeling more secure about the decision that you probably already made but still need to feel secure in, okay. Scorpios, y'all have a tendency of doing that in the sense of, feeling again that bring the love into the situation. You kind of already knew that it was there, but still needed confirmation of it. Okay, we're gonna leave that there. All right, that's as far as I'm gonna go with that. All right, now let's go into the full moon energy. Luck is on your side and the energy is gaining momentum, is being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. I can't make this up, okay? Y'all saw me shuffle. Y'all saw me pick the card. I could have went any way, any other way. This just confirms change, okay? Whenever I look at the Wheel of Fortune, I look at this fox kind of going in the counterclockwise, okay? It's going counterclockwise around this wheel, okay? And things are ever changing, all right, with luck on your side and gaining momentum, all right, as long as you are going in a positive direction, all right, cleansing yourself of any past toxic or karmic energy, okay. Things can take a shift at any given point in time depending upon how you act upon it. Okay. And so this is really good energy for you, especially for my business minded Scorpios. Okay. Let's look at the bottom of the deck to see what the overall outcome is. And it's the Emperor. Go figure. Okay. Business. Okay. You want to be the king of your castle. You want to be the head person in charge. This is who you are. Okay. You have to prove yourself as such, not just to others, but to yourself. Okay. And that is, where some of you could be headed. Or if it's in the sense of you are there, and looking for someone to join you. Okay. You have to bring love into the situation in order for that to happen. Okay. For some of you, maybe you want to be a provider of some sort, and maybe that's what you want to grow upon. Okay. Because again, this is a month of evaluating, okay, and assessing where you're trying to be. Okay. For some of you, you could be on that path to an emperor, but that could be further down the line. Okay. Again, let's see what pops out for the rest of your reading and your other readings as far as preliminaries. And hopefully this emperor kind of energy comes back out later. Could be something that your dreams are showing you as well, if you've been dreaming of yourself as a leader or past life regression. I feel like I'm pulling at straws, but it's because there's so many of y'all. Okay, let's get into the message of support to achieve or manifest for Scorpio. If there are any for Scorpio, if they come out or are too hard for me to put back in, I'll take them. Two at best. I'm going to stop there. And we'll cut the deck and we'll go directly to the bottom. And the start is the most popular one out of this deck. Felix Felicitas. Okay? Felix Felicitas. All right. It took me a minute. I had to literally Google and listen to Google say it to make sure I was saying it right when I do my readings. Okay. It says power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. Power symbol to create lucky and serendipitous events. Okay. That is what you have in store for you, Scorpios. Okay. If you can recenter yourselves. Okay. Now, I'm going to put that directly up underneath that Emperor. With the next card, go figure, with bring love into the situation, gets paired with this healing. Okay. Healing, which says true healing of the mind, body, and soul. Okay. True healing of the mind, body, and soul. Okay. I feel like in order for you guys to get to this emperor status, you will have to do that. Okay. Because in order to be a true leader, you will have to have some kind of empathy or sympathy for people. Okay. Especially in whatever industry that you're in and having to deal with a lot of different personalities. Okay. So work on that, okay, Scorpios. We need to go up underneath healing to give y'all one more message before I move on to your current selves. I'm just slide that up just a little bit. Star, okay, just to reinforce that healing, okay? If you are not doing any shadow work, Scorpios, y'all need to. I mean, your sign is that of a, I hate to say it, but a bottom dweller dealing, in darkness all the time, okay? Y'all's, chakra is the root chakra, okay? Not just in sexuality, but just in deep passion for a lot of things, and you feel deeply. So it's time to heal those feelings, okay? But Star says the silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. Okay, the silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. Okay, so you have serendipity coming out at least twice in your reading. Okay, whatever this decision is that you make, or it has been clearly shown to you to make via divine, is obviously what has been gifted to you from the universe, okay, from divine. And so it's time for you to truly embrace it, but not before you center yourself so you can obtain it, okay? Now we're going to go into your present self energy, okay, to see where that is right now. Of course, y'all are now extended, because we definitely chilled in your month energy a little bit longer than I intended. But nonetheless, I always do this with y'all, Scorpio, so I have no regrets. Okay? So here you have fecundity, rain. Fecundity, rain. Okay? 35. Centering yourself, change, equaling out to 8, which is balance. Okay? You have this woman here that is in a field of flowers. It's raining, and she has this symbol sitting kind of like in her dress. And of course, water energy here, okay? But it's time to cleanse, okay? It's time to cleanse that from within and outward, okay? In order for these flowers to bloom, okay? Let's go into the book here so we can get you guys some more messages. Okay. Fecundatio, which is Latin for fruitfulness. It says here, the conditions of greater prosperity are being met. Know that all will be well. Cleanse yourself of old, outdated views. You have everything you need to grow. Let yourself be cleansed. Let yourself be cleansed. You soon know how much rain contributes to the balance and health of a land when you haven't had any for a long time. You also understand how much it contributes to the positive mental health of communities that have been locked in drought states for a considerable length of time, okay? Have you been in drought of love, Scorpio? Okay? Of letting love in, of letting yourself be washed of old things that keep tethering themselves to you because you keep, comparing past to present, okay? Or assuming that things will go the same way as they did in the past. You need to stop doing that. It's time to let go of those things. That was the past. You are no longer your past. You are who you are now, okay? And you need to free yourself from that, okay? Attraction is up underneath that. Something that I always like to say, even to myself, is fighting with fate just means our past have won, Okay? You are allowing your past to control what you could have right now. Okay? What is the potential energy of the higher self for Scorpio? What is the potential energy for the higher self of Scorpio? This is your subconscious, Scorpio, that we're peeking into for your higher self. Okay? Stop fighting with fate. Okay? Especially if you asked God, divine, Holy Spirit, whatever you practice, to bring you, wish fulfillment of some sort, whether it be in love, business, whatever the case may be. Okay? To pull you out of whatever is no longer serving you. Okay? You ask for it, receive it. Move with that manifestation. Believe that you can have it. The law of polarity. The law of polarity. Okay? It says the moment that you judge anything as good or bad, you set the universe into motion. Okay? If you think that your life is only filled with or will be filled with negativity, karmic people, drama, then that's what the universe is going to give you. If you start believing that you can have better than that, then the universe will provide that. But don't pass by it, okay? Grab and obtain it, okay? Let's go into the book so we can wrap up your reading. Scorpios, I think this probably makes the longest reading that I've ever done for y'all in a while. So it's definitely needed. Page 17. Which says, this is a sign that you may be judging yourself. What did I say before? Okay, at the beginning of your reading. Have you felt the burden of work, meeting expectations, or trying to be enough? Getting clarity on your values and getting your priorities straight is important at this time. This card is saying the universe is nudging you to take a vacation and give yourself some tender, loving care. Your higher self desires for you to practice being present to the perfection of who you are. Take a break from the rat race. You are an eternal spiritual being capable of producing miracles. In order to unleash your divine power, you must let go of the belief that you are not good enough. Okay? Take inventory of the ways you judge yourself. Notice how these limiting beliefs impact your thinking and self-love. Close your eyes and go on a journey within. What do you need to forgive yourself for? Remember, you are divine. Okay? You are divine. Forgive yourself, and so that way others can forgive you if it is that type of situation for you, Scorpios. If you view yourself, Scorpio, as an emperor, as someone who is a leader and not a follower, make sure as you're in that energy, in that mindset, do not become full on conceited, okay? Find some humbleness. I have told y'all this before in previous readings, okay? To humble yourselves in the sense of remember what is being a leader and what does that mean to you, okay? Does that mean in the sense of being a provider? Does that mean in not having to answer to anyone? If that's what it's about, then you don't have to answer to anyone. As far as who you are as a person, you're a grown adult, you can move how you want to move. But when you have people who are just asking of your well-being, that is someone who's being genuine. That is not someone who's trying to control you, okay? And you need to find the fine balance and understanding that, okay? If you don't understand that, it's time for you to start reading some self-help books in the sense of opening up your empathy, okay? If you struggle with that, I've suggested it to y'all that All Right would be very useful to you as far as my meditation oils that have green adventuring in it, spiritual growth, in the sense of really tying yourself to divine and growing on a more emotional, intelligent level. Um, Also, align my energy if you're doing any chakra work. Could align you to kind of come back into your heart space. If you are struggling with um, past traumas, flourish would be useful for you with that strawberry quartz in it, as far as self-love and care for yourself and being able to allow love in. I would definitely pair all right with that flourish. Okay. But there's plenty of the meditation oils available on my shop. You can find the link below, along with a couple of other things that I've suggested to you all. Okay. um, Still dealing with traumas, tap into your soul readings. I would advise you to go look at, along with your energy shout outs. Okay, there's some hidden messages there as well. Okay, and heart's desire. Okay, from last year. Okay, might be something you might want to, tap into as well. Okay, but you are now super extended, Scorpio. I hope there was a lesson here for you guys somewhere. There are still preliminary readings to do for you guys. So until then, peace.